There we go. Can you hear me now? That's something I should have checked. Apologies. There's too many buttons in here. Okay, let's try that again. Welcome everybody to Live from the Works and to Streaming Wednesdays and back to the shed. Just a moment. Just opening the signal box. Yeah, so to explain what I was explaining to nobody, apparently, I took my dad, Darren's advice, and I have set up very quiet, apparently. Okay, 1 second. Let me see if there's any better. Doesn't look better. Hold on, let me try. I'm going to have to pop down to the studio and whack the fader up, I think, aren't I? There we are. Oh, yeah, gotta love the technology. Anyway, yes, so I took Darren's advice, and I've got this propped up here. It's not on a frame or anything yet. It's just propped up against this and sitting on the edge of the baseboard. But it does mean sort of that the tablet is in the wrong place for this camera. So what I might have to do is move that camera over to there. But what I was just saying is I can't run a cable from there to there. So I'll have to think of some way of running a cable across. But yeah, not the end of the world. Anyway, who have we got in the chat room? Jean is here. Hello to you. P Heart 2381 is here. Hello. Vicky's here. Prince of Winstonia is here. And that's everybody. I need an ear trumpet. Oh dear. That's no good. Yes, so the camera set up to there is not ideal. But if I go to this one, that is slightly better because I can just sort of look down here and then up at you there, which is not as bad, I suppose. It's pretty good. Not going to complain about that. And then, of course, we've got the close-up camera there, which I'm actually thinking about it. That might be the way to go because I can prop that up on there and use that as the studio camera as well and just move it around as I need it. I don't know. Something to think about anyway. But yeah, I think this is ideal for the broadcasting stuff because I can literally just pop a tablet on here and we're good to go. Shall we move some trains? I think that might be a good idea. Let me... Just pop over to... No, I don't want to drag that. I want to turn that off and pop over to this camera. Right, let's move some trains. We've got 46258 City of Merchester there, 46521 Blossom, and 1401 in the corner, although she's not going to do very much this evening. Right, we need to offer some trains. So what are we offering initially? We are going to offer an express passenger, so... One express passenger offered, and then we'll do the signals. Tum-ti-tum. And away we go. Off you go, little lady. Oh, our whole train has come uncoupled. 1 second. Let's just follow that way. There we go. Right, off we go again. There we are. And then once the rear carriage is past the signal, we do train entering section. Like so. I mean, mainly that's supposed to be confirming that the train has passed with a tail lamp, but you know, we'll we'll use our imagination. I hope I don't get an advert. My eardrums will be RIP. No adverts on this stream. I've turned adverts off now. Right, let's offer up our freight train. And then clear this signal. And off goes our freight train. I am going to go in a minute and turn up the volume in the studio. So bear with me while I do that. And I'll hopefully that will be better. There we are. Got some new wagons. We've got an SO wagon there. And a Bramley for Fenny Stratford and Oxford. I've got some more coming as well. I've ordered some more custom ones, which will make the rake even longer, which I'm really excited about. And, oh, I didn't do for an entering section. Right, let me go and sort out this nonsense. Okay, I'm going to initially speak quite gently. How is that for everyone? There you go. Can everyone hear me better now? Is the question. There's probably some interference in the background, which I was trying to mitigate by leaving the fader down a bit. But I think this might be an improvement. What do we reckon? City of Manchester appears to have given up on life. Not much better. Oh, okay. That's disappointing. Is that an improvement? No, maybe not. Am I just going to have to speak louder? That's a possibility. Hold on. Da, 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 da. Let me just try going into my sound settings real quick. I don't think that's going to be much of an improvement. Good quality, just quiet. Okay. I wonder if I can boost it at all. One sec. Trouble is, if I boost it, I will boost everything else as well. Which is not going to be. No, I can't boost it. Okay. That really is quiet. Right. Bear with me a second. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put some music on in the background, just so you've got something to listen to for a minute. And I'm going to try and go and sort this out. I'll be right back. I just want to check how that sounds over the music. It looks okay on the screen here. Right, bear with.
That music sounds very quiet, doesn't it? Hello, I'm down in the studio now, which is probably slightly better. Let me try turning the gain up. 1 second. That's probably far too loud for you guys now, isn't it? Sorry about that. Right. Right, I'm hoping if I whack everything on that fader up to maximum. Actually, hold on. I think I've just figured out what the problem is. 1 second. Let's turn that up. Leave that about there. Voice is a good level. Music way too quiet. Okay. How's the music now? The music's only meant to be in the background, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. This is the microphone in the studio, by the way, so this isn't reflective of what's going to happen when I go back outside. But I think I have figured out the problem. What I've done there is I've plugged the jack from the USB sound card, and that, as I recall, doesn't work properly. So I've now popped that out a bit, and hopefully that will be better when I go back outside. Let's see, is the music level a bit better now? I hope so. Anyway, I'm going to disappear back outside. I'll see you in a minute. How about now? Can you hear me better now? Apparently you can't hear anything. Can't hear a damn thing. Well, okay. Right, I'm going to try. Oh, that was very loud now. How's that? Better?
sound better, but honestly not clear. My catastrophe with the Express, so just send that back around. I'm going to see a propelling moving. And we slow down. 3 of the scratches. Can't hear you at all. Oh. Well, that's. Hold on. There we are. Right, got our coaches back. Yes, you did see a train go backwards. Shouldn't be that. I'm just going to grab my other tablet. Try and listen to it. I think the technique is letting me down in a big way. Right, bear with. I'm currently disappearing out of the shed for a moment. Right, bear with. Just to see how this sounds. Currently standing in the garden. In fact, if I go and stand just here, yoo-hoo, you should be able to see me right now. Whoops. Find the sumac, Matthew. I'm currently disappearing out of the shed for a moment. Right, bear with. That sounds okay. Just to see how this sounds. Turn the volume down a bit. That sounds okay. I don't hate that. Hello. Well, this isn't a total disaster. It sounds okay. Turn the volume down a bit. That sounds okay. I don't hate that. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. Right, let's go back inside. I'm assuming everyone can now hear me okay, which is good because what I've done is I've switched to the sound desk speaker rather than the USB one. Oh, hello. There's been a problem with the Express again. Oh dear. Sound fading in and out, blame Daleks. Oh dear. The music keeps trying to play on my phone, which is not very helpful. Right, you should be able to hear music and my volume should be fine, which is what I'm hoping is the way forward now. Let me just check on the speakers here. Speakers, creative SPX5, yep. I think we can live with that. Right, let's send the Express backwards again. Oh dear, it wouldn't be one of my streams without some major technical difficulty of some kind, would it? Right, close that down. Head back down here. There we go. Apparently just lost a whole brake coach there and another coach at the back. This is all going brilliantly. Never mind. Right. Okay, I'm going to hope that the sound is okay for everyone now. And we're going to crack on with this evening's show. Start by parking the train there. Push, pull, Duchess, indeed. Right. I'm going to park the trains there for a minute. And we're going to start having a think about the reason we're here. Which is, quite simply, we're going to put some people out. I've got a box of them there. I've also got a packet of signal people there. So we're going to start populating Scratchwood with people. Because it's looking quite sparsely populated at the moment. I've just realised all my buildings have moved. It's not very good. Right. David Tennant's fallen over. It's all gone brilliantly. Right. Let's bring the camera around here. Spin you around that way. There we go. Got some water going there. Turn off the shed camera. There we go. That's the ticket. Right. Pop the coaster there. Right then. So, what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do, cut open our Steam Era signal and stuff. And figure out where we're going to put them all. I've got scissors, I've got tacky wax over here. It's going to be a good evening. Right. Is the music volume better for everyone, by the way? I can turn it up a little bit if people want. I just don't want it to be terribly loud. So, oh, hang on. I've just flung all my signalers all over the place. Come back. Right. So, here's my thinking. I've got 2 lever operators there, which will go obviously inside the signal box. I've got a chap there whose whole job is basically going to be to lean on the stairs. Don't know if camera wants to focus on him particularly. Probably not. He's probably better out here. There we are. We've got this chap that's waiting to collect a token. So I think I'll probably stand him somewhere on the main line waiting for the token. And this one handing the token over. So I'll put him probably by Scratchwood East, waiting for a train. And then we got this guy, who I don't think is actually signalling stuff. I would say that's a guard, personally, because he's got a lamp, he's got a bag, he's got a flag. So I'm going to stick him on the platform somewhere waiting for a crew change. At least that's my plan. I can still hear myself talking. I don't think I've turned the tablet off. 1 second. What have I done with it? I've put it down somewhere and forgotten where. That's not particularly helpful. Did I leave it outside? No, it's over here. There we go. 1 second. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's turn the volume down. Not now. Right. Not really hearing the music now. I can turn it up a smidge, maybe, then. 1 second. Because I want people to be able to hear it, but not hugely, if that makes sense. How about find the happy medium? That's probably too loud. How's that by comparison? We will find the happy medium. Right, let's do our guard first. We'll stick him over on one of the platforms, I think. Probably the far platform, I'm thinking. So the plan is just warm up the tacky wax. Rub a little bit on each foot. And then stand him up somewhere. Now, guard will be towards the rear of the train. So we'll pop him. It's the sub where he can lean. And he's just gone in the forefoot. Fantastic. It's got no tacky wax on him, so he's not sticking. Let's try that again. How about now, fella? That's better. That looks rather good. Right, signalling staff. The first thing I'm going to do is move that for a second. In fact, now I think about it, I've got a desk over here that I can sit on. That just makes sense, doesn't it? Right, let's pop the roof off our signal box. Ah! It's the hand of God. I'm not God. I keep telling you all. Right, here we go. I've tacky wax on that foot. I think it is just going to be the single foot actually, because no, I might get some on this one and on the lever potentially. Yeah, all right. Okay, so it's not perfect, but that doesn't look half bad. I like that. Right, roof back on. What have I done with the roof? Uh-oh, there it is. Got it. Right. Cover him back up. Nice. Right. And then our chap waiting to receive token is going to stand over here on platform. Actually, no, that's wrong. You should be stood over here because he's got his right arm out. So he is waiting to receive a staff from here. There we are. Excellent. Right. Music level's good. Excellent. Sounds fine now. Good. Things are working as intended. Right. That is our main station pretty much sorted out now. Jolly good. Right. Now, swivel the camera around. Move all the people over here temporarily. Don't need any of this. Gonna bin this off. 1 second. Good job. Thank you. Right. Right. Okay. Grab Scratchwood East signal box. Lose the steps, which was bound to happen anyway, so it might as well be part of the plan. God's sake. I'm just going to get a paintbrush because there's some debris on this I'd quite like to get rid of. That paintbrush is massive. I'm not sure that was entirely helpful. Okay. That'll do. Right. Might want to get some glue on that, actually. Now I look at it. There we go. Right. Oh, okay. Just glue on the steps.
there. Hopefully that one will stick. But we'll see what happens. It might be worth sticking some glue actually on the end piece, mightn't it? There's a thought. Matthew, you're not very good at this. I know. Good thing it's not my job. Oh dear. I have a degree in this stuff, allegedly. Right. Let's see. Go. And then like that. Right then. Get ourselves our lever operator. That where we're going to put him. I think in the middle there looks good. Yeah, right. Chunky wax. Just on that foot and the lever, I think. Will do the job. Nice. Right. That is nowhere near straight. 1 second. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Happy with that. My steps are falling out. It's all going wrong. Right. Then next, I'm gonna pop our second signaler on the steps, leaning. Well, no, apparently not leaning because he's a bit too tall to be leaning, but we'll put him on the steps regardless. It looks like he's doing stuff. There we go. Shouting at somebody potentially. There we are. Right. I'll take you guys. Stick your back in the corner over here. There we go. Find the position. There we are. Nice. And pop the roof back on. Don't know if you guys can hear that or see that. Probably not. Hello, Ace of Riddles. Good to see you. Right. And then let's bring the camera over here a sec. There you go. Scratchwood East signal box. And then let's move the goods train so I can see what I'm doing. Because what's needed now is to stick down our guy doing the token. There we go. He probably stand just there. I think that looks quite good. It's a nice little tableau we got going on there. A little bit further from the track. Just a second. Tacky wax all over the shop. Come on. Behave. Right. Oh, yeah, maybe. Go a bit closer, maybe. About there. There we go. Yeah. So in my head, that's our trainee, and the duty signaller there is shouting down at him, "You've got the token in the wrong hand," or something like that. I think that looks good. Is that a brake van? Yes, it is a brake van. I need a guard to go in it, really. This is one of the things I kind of want to do at some point, is get myself a Model U 3D printed me to stick in a guard's van. I think that might be quite amusing. All right, let's run some trains around. Make sure all of the figures are basically where we want them to be. Nope. Brake coach has come off the track. It's all gone wrong. Here comes Blossom. There we go. If I was a showrunner, would I remake Thomas or continue Doctor Who? Continue Doctor Who, obviously. I'm not sure I'm the right person to take on Doctor Who. That feels very loud. Turn that down a smidge.
About there feels like a happy medium. Oh no, still way too loud. Good enough. Turn the volume down in my headphones a bit. That's better. Everything's running nicely. Okay, and then I'll show you what we got going on over here. There's our guard. Tilt you up a bit. Just sitting in the corner there. There's a Dalek on the station now. You probably saw him earlier, but there's also a Dalek by the signal box, eyeing up a Count Binface poster. The signal box now has a chimney. That's a new addition. Oh, come on, coach. Behave. And so, there we go. That's better. There's our man waiting for the token. And then over here, this is probably my favourite thing, but it's currently temporary, because what's going to be happening is instead of this chap here, hello, Count Binface is going to be stood here, maniacally laughing at these two Daleks, who are just trying to menace him and failing miserably. And then we've got our police station over here. I've moved the tiny TARDIS that was over there. Oh. Hang on. Derailment shenanigans. Hang on a second. It's all gone wrong. Slow this right down. This is City of Manchester, by the way, which is named after my friend Dick's layout. Custom. Like, I was never a 46258. The last of the Duchess numbers was 46257. So this logo is entirely fictional. But is there going to be an election special next week? I have not decided yet, because I am fully in charge of childcare next Thursday and Friday. I'm not sure I can stay up all night, but I will see if I get time, possibly in the signal box over the weekend, to write a show. And if I do, there will be an election special. That's going to take up most of my evenings. I might do a show on the night itself. I haven't decided, or I might chicken out and do one on the Wednesday. Haven't decided yet, but I certainly don't think I'll be staying up all night for the result. Yeah, we shall see. We shall see. Trains, yay! Have you explained to the Dalek Supreme and co that Binface is not an actual Dalek? I have. I don't think they get it. There's a new Vote Dalek video up, by the way, for those of you who haven't seen it. Right, let's park Blossom there. Okay. That's 1401 with our buffet car and a brake fan. Jacob loves the Titfield Thunderbolt. Proud dad moment. I'm so happy about that. Right, what's next? And start pulling some people out of our box, I think. Camera down a smidge. Right, because we emptied this and we cleaned a lot of people up. Right, that was all our station bench bits. A few other bits and bobs. So let's pull this out. Now, Father Christmas feels like a seasonal character, so we'll probably leave him in the box for the moment. Right, what have we got here? This is generic old man. I need to find somewhere to put him. Separate this out. Commuter lady. Let's separate out the animals first, actually, and work out if and where we're going to put those, because we've got all the farm animals, which are going to go in the corner by the farmhouse. So
that all of them? No, there's a horse there. And lots of these still have blue tack on, which I will deal with. And there's a dog. Right, lovely. And a fireman there in black, which I'm thinking, actually, I could pop him in the engine shed, because he's in shadow anyway, so that wouldn't hurt, would it? Right, railway staff, seated person, railway staff, detective, painter. Now, I think he is going to go in the garage over there, so I'll stand in there temporarily at the moment. That is a passenger, I think. Passenger, police officer, station staff, police officer get their own separate pile, station staff, other person for the garage, I think there. That's a dog, passenger, seated passenger. Actually, no, seated person, you can live over here, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some benches and stuff in that little corner, and make that into a little park. That's a person, that's a passenger, railway worker. I think he can probably live in our depot over here, so he can sit there. Passenger, plate layer, he can go somewhere on the line. This was our stand-in doctor, so I'm going to pop him around the back of the church, because there's going to be a couple of very abandoned-looking darlings over there. Another plate layer, passenger, another person for the garage there, potentially. Another. Well, that doesn't look like station staff to me, so he can be another garage person as well. He could potentially be station staff. Got a midwife here. Seated passenger. Child over here. That's station staff. That's a policeman. Another policeman. Commuter. Seated. Golfer. He can go on the station. Man with jackhammer. Possibly he goes by the garage as well. And that guy is a passenger. Okay, I'm starting to get an idea of things. Right, let's take you over here, and we'll set up the farm animals. Right. Okay. We'll bring the tacky wax. Stick them down properly. Here we go. Right. So horses. Oh, bending the horses. We'll just lay them down temporarily. Pigs over in this corner. Just lost a dog. Dogs and things I think can go in town rather than elsewhere. That feels a bit more sensible. Horse. Sheep. That's a dog. That dog can go to the farm. Oh, that sounds ominous, doesn't it? Cow. Live with the horses. Cow, also with the horses. Pigs over here. More horses. Another sheep. And another dog, which can go to the town. Right. Here goes. Now then, let's try and get a little tableau going here. Now, this horse does have a little bit of plastic on him, but I'm sort of tempted to remove that. And just tacky wax his feet. Let me grab the scissors. 1 second. I might do that with the plastic on everything, to be honest, because I think it looks properly naff. So it can all go. Actually, do you know what? Sheep and cows I'm going to put over here by the windmill, just to give us a bit of variety. Right, horses, you can all chill over here. Right. Here goes. Right, horse things. That one there. So I've got one here with its head vaguely down. Can I get one near the fence? Now, that one might be our best bet for looking over the fence, actually. So I'm going to do that. And just sort of be pouring at the fence, watching the trains go by, like that. And then these will just sort of distribute around the place a bit. Yeah. A bit too close. Maybe there. That's better. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And then pigs just sort of distribute near the house, which I'm going to put a slightly jaunty angle, I've decided. There we are. Nice. Right, scissors. Cut this plastic monstrosity off this pig. Yeah, nice. Oh, there's a big old spider over here. Hello, little fella. So I've just realised some of you might be arachnophobic. Apologies for that. I'm really sorry. Didn't even think. And there's our dog. Right. That is quite a nice little farm I've got going there. Doesn't look bad at all. My plan over here, by the way, the Count Binface poster, is to park something behind it. I think anyone who knows me will know exactly what I plan to park behind it. So, we shall see. Right. Cows and things. Right. Okay. And the ball. Yeah, and then our sheep can go on the other side, just over here. Some horrendous plastic stuff to cut off of this one. At some point I'm going to bring the hoover out here, just hoover up all the debris off the floor, because it's accumulated quite a lot over the last few weeks. Sheep all running in the same direction. like sheep do. And then, yes, this little dog here could be over here, rounding up our sheep. These two can come back with me. Right, farm animals achieved. Right then. Scissors, gonna need those. Right, come with me. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, what have I broken? Oh dear. That's unfortunate. Never mind. Right. Oh dear. Right. Do 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 do. Right. Check in with the chat. Been a while. Thought the Dalek position was that if Camp Bin faced one, they'd be fine with that because they're superior to his people and could easily overcome him by force. Pretty much, but also if he wins, it sets the precedent that a hostile alien could win an election. So you do need to people the landscape a bit, indeed. 46257 City of Salford. Yep, indeed. Embroidery scissors, much more precise. Yes. Pigs need a hillside for drainage, indeed. Molehills are needed, yes. Harvestmen, get them in my kitchen, yes. Thanks, Matt. Sorry. I'm really sorry about that. Oh, dear. It's actually really, really funny. I have what I call oddly specific arachnophobia because I kid you not once did my arachnophobia get triggered at the invertebrate show, but I did get triggered when I saw a house spider in my bathroom. My brain's strange. Everyone's brain is weird. On track with engaged trains. Hello, a new person. Welcome. Hello, everybody. On spiders, no problem. Just have to scoot a little spider from my desk so as not to accidentally cause it harm without knowing it was very small. I never harm spiders. Indeed. Ah. Nice. Go and see if I can find you on the TV app. Get a bigger picture. Nice plan. Right. Where's my water? There it is. Good stuff. Right. Let's try and get our garage populated, shall we? Because we've got Mr. Dibner over here in his yard. We've got this chap here, who I'm removed from his plastic base because it's annoying me, and Pop doing something in the yard with the jackhammer. Now, the thought occurs, we need somebody whose car that could be. Maybe this chap. Yeah, he looks like the sort. He'll drive a car like that, doesn't he? Yeah, get him over there, examining the petrol pump, maybe. Yeah.
Actually, you can go over by the driver's side. Like he's about to get into the car. Yeah. A bit. Yeah. That looks good. Right. Our man with the hammer here, I'm going to put like he's working on the fire engine. So, some classic cars. Indeed, I need a few more cars about the place. So I've not got very many at the moment. Certainly not period ones. I've got some modern ones, but I don't think they quite fit with the aesthetic. So I've left them off for now. I might put them on eventually. But then what is the aesthetic? I've got Count Bimface and Daleks running around. It doesn't really matter. Oh dear. I think we'll pop him around the front here, like he's working on the engine, maybe. There we go. Nice. Nice, that looks good. Okay. So our man with the sack here, we're just going to pop, I think, by the door here, like he's coming out of the building. And this isn't sticking very well to the roofing felt, which is a bit annoying. I need something a bit more substantial. Don't really want to glue people in place if I can avoid it, but come on. Just whack some more on. If in doubt, more of whatever you're using. So motto to live your life by. Possibly not, actually. Oh, yeah, that seems to be working now. Nice. I'm going to put these two over here by the bus, like they're having an argument. Who makes the garage? Let's find out. It's not printed on it. I don't actually know. I suspect Hornby. A lot of this stuff is from Hornby. If you look up station garage on eBay, that will probably give you an idea. It's going to be something of the sort. Trying to flatten out the Bo Dalek posters a bit. There we are. Right. There we go. That's right. Right. We had a girl guide bus like that. The side of it fell off on the motorway. Oh, nice. Oh, he's fallen over. He's clearly had one too many at the Saracen's Head. Yeah. The bus ever so slightly. That's a nice little scene, I think. It's looking rather good. Right, now then. Right. Yard time. Let's put that over there. There we are. So I've got this man carrying a coal sack who I think needs to be heading into the shed. So let's pop him roughly. Come on. I can't reach that far. 1 second. I'm going to have to jump up onto the chair again. 1 second. Shuffle out. There we go. Right. There we are. Nice. And then a man with a shovel here, a couple of men with pickaxes. They're going to go by the track somewhere, I think. There's an old man with a stick. He goes there. Right. I've got our little fireman here. And what I'm thinking is we'll put him inside the engine shed, where he's sort of obscured anyway, so you can't really see him. That's my thinking. Hold on a second. Right. Right. And what I'm thinking is we put him there, like so, and then cover that back up. And he's a silhouette anyway, so no one will know the difference. Happy days. Right then. do something about that bit of wood I broke. I'm going to pop some glue on it. See if that will help. Probably won't, but we'll see. Right. I'll do that without breaking it anymore and just see what happens. There we are. Great. All right. What are you talking about? I'm easily distracted. I've never been. Oh, shiny. Oh dear. Oh, I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure that's made a blind bit of difference actually, but we gave it a go, and that's what matters. Right. Okay. Okay. Any more for any more shed stuff wise? Let's have a look. Those look like track workers to me, so we'll put them somewhere on the track, you know, obviously. The door. Right. The church is looking really good. I like that a lot. Fresno lays trains. Welcome. Are you a newbie as well? Not Americans joining us apparently. Welcome. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to put our not quite the Doctor character that I was using before I got David Tennant around the back of the church. So you continue being not quite the Doctor, facing down to abandoned Daleks. Because I'm going to try and make a reference to Plague of the Daleks, which is a 5th Doctor Big Finish story, where the Daleks have hidden under a church for hundreds of years. Is it Plague of the Daleks? I think it's Plague of the Daleks. I'll have to look that up later. But yes, there is a 5th Doctor story for Big Finish where the Daleks have been hidden under a church for a long time. So I'm going to try and do a little homage to that. There's a Dalek statue in the churchyard, which you can just about see poking out. In fact, I'll pop you there so you can see it properly, which I figure is a little indicator that the Daleks have been up to something in the past around this church, and it's no one's noticed because it's just a thing. You know, no one notices a thing, do they? It's just a statue. But the statue in my head is labeling something much more sinister. So the Doctor here is going to stand back here towards the back of the church. And what we're going to do is pop a couple of very tired, very broken looking Daleks in there. Or maybe just one, just in the corner here, like he's come out of a secret panel around here somewhere, and is facing down the Doctor. And then our little Dalek statue here is just an indicator that all is not quite well in the churchyard. Oh, and there is a weeping angel there as well for giggles, because why the hell not? Oh, I'd forgotten about the old lady on the bench there.
I want to get a couple of trees to dot around, so maybe one here, dot one here, over here, just to complete the churchyard, and then stick some more gravestones in because it's looking a bit sparse at the moment. But it's coming together. It's coming together. And it's all starting to look a bit more populated. I definitely want to get a farmer to be around here somewhere. Again, just for giggles mainly. But yeah, I'm not going to go to town over this side of the layout. It's more the middle I want to focus on. But yeah, these are the thoughts I'm having in any event. But yeah, going to park something behind the billboard there. Again, those of you who know me will know immediately what I want to park there. So, yeah, right. Right, here we go. Just gonna plug in because I've just realised the battery on the phone is at 28% and won't be much use for much longer. Right. Let's see, what do we want to do next? That looks like a milkman to me, actually. Or a postman? Maybe a postman? He can be wandering around the village. Anyway, let's do our track workers next. And let's put them over here by the crossing, doing some work. Just in the middle. Just hurled one to their death. Where's he gone? There you are. There is so much junk down here. Okay, back up. Come on, Matthew, focus. Right. Might put a few Daleks on my new layout. Look them up on eBay because there's a chap there that actually makes them. I don't know if he's got any more in stock. I think I've bought up his entire supply, but he will probably make more. If you Google 00 gauge or search eBay for 00 gauge Daleks, you will find something. Right. Plate layer. I've got a few trees over here. There's a little orchard type arrangement here. What I want to do is put a couple of foxes or something in there as well, just to bring the whole thing together, just make it look a bit, not natural, because obviously orchards aren't, are inherently people-based, but just make it look a little bit like there's wildlife about the place. I want to get some pigeons as well. I found today some model foxes that I think will look quite nice, so I'm going to go with them. Mine's going to be a village town with hills and a lake and an adventure woodland park. Nice! I like the sound of that. No, hang on, that's supposed to be there. Right.
I've not watched enough Doctor Who, but I've seen I liked. Doctor Who is excellent. It has its rough patches, like all shows do, but I mean, it's been going for 60 years. Of course, it's going to have rough patches, but I love it. Right, let's put you over here with your shovel, out the way of the trains. Oh, shovel's bent. Hold on. That's better. There we are. Got ourselves a little track gang going. Nice. Right, let's do our policemen and villagers and such. Right. So over by the police station, I want to put a police officer. Now, one of these, this one, I think, looks a little bit like my granddad. So he is going to go over here by the bicycle, because I have a photo somewhere of my granddad with his bicycle. So I'm just going to pop in there as a little homage. And then I've got this officer here, who I'm going to put over here, approaching David Tennant. Excuse me, sir, is that your police box type deal? Then I've got police lady over here, who I am going to put walking along here towards the two Daleks and Count Binface. That's my plan. It will go as planned. That's why we call it plan. Right. I'm now struggling to find places to put the camera, which is a little bit awkward. Right. Yeah, police officer number 1. Officer John Alden here. It's my granddad's name, John Alden. Over here. I'll pop the police van a bit further up. Blocking them completely. There we are. That looks all right. And then our police lady here, who I'm going to call Claire after my sister, who is a police officer, is going to be marching up on the Daleks and Binface, although not currently Binface. And I'm going to pop this guy, who looks a bit like a postman, by or near to that post box. I'm going to try and do a little pub garden either side of the pub here, maybe around the back here, and maybe a couple of tables over here as well. I've found some rather nice looking picnic benches that would do the job. And look at the park, just pop them in there, sit a couple of people out of them, and job done. Place. Looking inviting. Now I need opinions because I'm not sure what to do with the Queen. Here is the Queen. I think it would be kind of funny if she was doing something really nondescript. That's why at the moment she's sort of propped up by the pub. I haven't stuck her down or anything. But but I thought it would be quite funny for her to be going into the pub. You know, double vodka and tonic, please. And something like that. I amused myself, and no one else. How often do you live stream? I tend to stream something every Wednesday. Not always this, but quite often this at the moment. The last 4 weeks have been this. But I do stuff over on my gaming channel as well, and various other bits. So, yeah. But I tend to stream once a week on a Wednesday, if I get the chance. There we are. Oh, yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Queen liked gin, apparently. Oh, there you go. Right. Now, this chap, what's this chap? I mean, he's our bin face standing at the moment, so I'm going to leave him here temporarily, but at some point I want to put him elsewhere. Right. This is coming together. You've got our police officers dotted around, you've got a little postman here. Do you know what? The more I think about it, the more I think the Queen needs to be going into the pub. So that is what I'm going to do. Because that just tickles me greatly as an idea. Would there be a photographer photoing the Queen and perhaps a policeman protecting her? I just think it's funny if she's by herself. That idea appeals to me for some reason. Just the Queen going into a pub on her own just feels very, very funny. So that's what I'm going to do. Why the hell not? It's Elizabeth's rebellious years. Right. What next? I'm going to put a couple of dogs down about the place. This house has moved. Let's pop you there. Let's have a dog lying in the gap between these houses. Might need my tweezers for this. 1 second. Da 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 dee. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. 1 second. I'm just gonna get my tweezers out of the box. There they are. Right. There we are. One little dog relaxing in the corner there. Right. And then we've got another dog here. I mean, he sort of looks like a corgi, so I mean, it would be very on brand for him to be following the very nondescript old lady going into the pub. Snuck out of the palace, perhaps. Is it the Queen Vic? Oh, it's Queen Elizabeth. No, the pub is the Saracen's Head, I want to say. Yes, Saracen's Head. Oh, I've lost my corgi. Come back. What gauge do you model? It's 00 gauge. It's all mainly Hornby. Honest, the track's Hornby. A lot of the buildings are Hornby as well. Yeah. Come on. A little closer. And then let's just push it down onto the road there. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. That is delightfully silly. I approve. Right, that's our little town bit done for the moment. Let's... Right, we got all our station staff still, who I think that's actually a passenger, so I'll put him over there. Milk churns. What I'm thinking is this platform here, closest to us, is sort of a goods platform almost. Not officially, but it's where all the parcels and stuff have ended up. That's roughly where they get handled in my head. So we'll do that and pop some vehicles and things about the place too. And pop down some people handling things. We want dispatch from the platform. He can be over here. I'm just going to lay them down roughly where I want them at the moment. Let's put this guy with a suitcase over here. We've got another dispatcher over here. He can be over here. I say dispatcher, guard, dispatcher, whatever you want to call him. He can sit there. A guy here with a couple of suitcases. He can go in the middle. And there's a chap here with a box. He can go with our parcel people here. Right. Now, we've got some equipment and things in here too. So, let's pop all our parcels down on this platform, so I remember that's what I'm doing with them. Here we are. Everything can just sit there for a minute. We'll pile them all up in a sensible order at some point. We've got our vehicles here. We've got our people handling them. We've got some trolleys, which I'll just sort of line up, I think. So I do want to hang on to them. And then there's a little vehicle here, which might be quite good. Maybe stick another trolley along here somewhere. There we are. This little handling vehicle, which I think will just park in a corner somewhere. And then there's some scales here, which I think definitely need to go about here. Because this, I think, is where you would be weighing parcels and things. Got some chocolate machines. We'll divvy them about the station. It's a wheelbarrow here. That can go over to our yard. And then I think probably we want a wheelbarrow over with our plate layers here as well, don't we? There we are. There's a bicycle here. There's a couple of benches. Again, we'll divvy those around the station a bit. One here maybe. The other one back to back like that. There's a couple more benches. Another little handling vehicle there. We'll pop that there. Couple more benches again. Maybe a bench there as well. Chocolate machines galore. Right, have one here, have one here. Have one by the subway. And then we'll put two over by the station. That feels sensible. Little trolley that can go over here. Another parcel. Another trolley. We'll put that over on this platform. Bicycle. I think I'm going to lean up against this station building. Like so. Maybe not quite like that, more like this. There we are. I've got some scales there. They can go. That's already got scales actually. They can go over here next to the chocolate machine, maybe. Feels funny to me. And then tell you what, actually, let's put that bench there. And then put another bench over here under the Scratchwood Junction sign. And then a bench here, maybe? Yeah, that feels good. And then you've got our trolleys and things which we can
just distribute about the place here. There we are. One there. Maybe that comes right back here against the fence. Yeah, nice. And then we got all our passengers and people and so forth, which I'm going to pop back in the box for now, and we'll deal with them another day. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. This is looking quite good. Right, let's see about sticking some of this down and maybe cleaning some stuff as well, because some of it's looking a bit grimy. Oh, there we go. Right. Now then. You recently watched The Back Rooms. I have not seen The Back Rooms. I know of it, I have not seen it. Just not to the camera. Apologies. Chocolate machines were near the stairwells. Then back of the stairwells makes sense, doesn't it? So let's do that. Right. Okay. There we are. That's one. Do two over here actually, because it's a middle platform, so you know, two machines make sense in my head. Yeah. Oop. Come back. Nah, it's all gone wrong. Yeah. Put one up here. Upstairs as well. Slide in the middle there. Nice. Okay, cool. That's done. Thought occurs, we've got a newspaper stand here. I'm just going to move 1401 out of the way temporarily. Have we got a figure in here that could conceivably be a newspaper stand owner? Let's have a look. Da. Annoyingly, none of these are really fitting the bill. There's a lady here with a broom who I think needs to be stood by a front door in the village, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's see. Right, there is this chap here who I think could potentially work as a newspaper vendor, so I'm going to do that. I've decided. I'm going to pop him in. I'm not going to cut the plastic off him, just because he's going to be sat in that newspaper thing anyway. So, right, get some tweezers. Try and negotiate him gently inside, like so. There we are. Nice. He looks good there. Happy with that. Right, and then I'm going to pop somebody here. Possibly this man with his suitcase. There you are. Over by the newspaper stand buying something.
go. Nice. Not sure you can see that terribly well, but it's a. If I bring you down here a second. There you go. Nice little scene going on there with the chap selling the newspapers and the man just gone there to buy a newspaper. Looks quite nice. Right. Charlie. Good. Now then. And a lot of this stuff needs a good clean. We'll get around to it. Right. I don't want to stick down any vehicles or anything today, I've decided. Right. Now, it's just occurred to me, in terms of directional running, I've got our dispatchers come guards the wrong way around. I want this guy to be at this end of the station, really, dispatching the train, and he's just gone in the 6 foot. That's not very clever. Come back, fella. And I want that guy to be at that end of the station, really. Out of the way, at the back of wherever the train is. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Right, so you, sir, sit under the canopy there. Out of the way with your lamp. And your whistle. There we are. And then you, sir, can come over here and you can do the same at this end. Tacky wax there, actually. It's, there we go. Oh. Nice. And we've got our man here with suitcases. I'm going to have wandering up the platform. Go here, I think. Got a Dalek there who can just move this way a smidge. Got a trolley here which I'm going to prop up against the wall. I think that'll look pretty good. Nice. Although, look this way around. Yeah, it would be that way around really, wouldn't it? So you can access it. There you go. Nice. Got another person here with the suitcases. Okay, not get too much tacky wax there. Yeah, nice. Right, another chocolate machine here. That can go in the corner. Over here. Nice. Good. Just falling over. Helpful. Right. Chocolate machine. There you go. Come back, station building. Not where I want you to be. There we are. That's better. Now you're where I want you to be. Right. Anything else I've missed? Ah, that trolley needs sticking down. Second. Yeah. Nice. I'm going to stick a couple of parcels over on that side, I've decided, by the little shelter and station master's office, just because I think they'll look quite good. So I'll stick that fella there, and this I think I'm going to put on the trolley itself, because I think that would look quite neat. Although I now realise I probably should have done this earlier. Hold on. Do that like that.
Oh, and is there another smallish one I could use? Yeah, there we go. That one and that one. There we go. Get a few going. Right. I mean, these have been absolutely atrociously stacked, but we're not going to worry about that too much. Yeah. Nice. And you go on top there. And you get stuck on top there. Nope. Again. Oh, nuts. Oh, that's just fallen off. That's not very helpful. There we are. Nice. Bicycle pops up there, passes over there. Nice. I'll sort this lot out another time, I think, because I'm not 100% certain what I want to do with it yet. Right. You, my friend, can sit over here. A moment. Just put that man who's sort of sat cross-legged down there, and he can sort of be watching the trains go by. It's starting to come together. Starting to come together really nicely. I'm going to stick that bench down under the scratchwood sign because I think that will look good where it is. Have I got a seated person I could use to just cover that patch of blue tag? I presumably do. You, sir, you'll do. Go. Nice. Oh, wait a minute. Lost my charger again. Right. Okay. That bench there, that bench there. That all needs cleaning.
we'll commuter the place up next time, I think. Because I think this is going quite well. And you know what they say, quit while you're ahead. Right. I really like what's going on here. So I'll stick all those parcels there. We've got all these trolleys down here. I'll sort that out later. Oh, didn't mean to hail you onto the platform, sir. Sorry about that. Onto the track, rather. Right. No, don't fight it, sir. Right. So, yeah, I'll sort this all out another time. But this side is looking rather nice, I think. And the village is looking good. I'm happy with the village. Nice. Oh, yes, I was going to do this lady with her broom, wasn't I? She's not entirely happy with... Yes, let's sort her out. Just right. Oh, nearly demolished the whole village. There we go. Right, took you up a bit. There we are. Do I run DCC? I have a couple of DCC locos, but this layout is DC only. I've no plans to upgrade to DCC control purely because I like the analog, and retrofitting DCC on this and all of my analog locos would be an expensive and time-consuming process, and it's not one I'm prepared to undertake at this time. Maybe in the future, but not right now. But yeah, like I say, most of my rolling stock, bar 2 items, is DC only. So I would have to convert so many things. I just don't think it's worth it currently. Right, I think this lady, I'll use the tweezers to get her just where I want her, should be at this door. Like so. Nice. In my head, she's come out to sweep her doorstep because she's just heard Bin Face and the Daleks having an argument and she wants to see what's going on. Oh, nice. Yeah, that looks good. I'm really pleased with the progress we've made tonight, actually. I think this looks pretty damn great. Happy. Happy. Right, let's stick some trains around again. Got tacky wax over all my equipment. I'm going to have to clean it, but never mind. Right, here we go. Tom-ti-tom. Right, let's run some trains. There we go. And away we go. A couple of the Daleks I've ordered are going to go in that Torchwood Institute wagon, because they're totally destroyed, and I think that would look funny, basically. Right. Pop our tools away. And of course, now I've turned my back for 2 seconds, something's going to derail, isn't it? Because of course it is. It's always the way. Right. Come on. I'm just cleaning the tripod my phone is mounted on. Don't mind me. Pay no heed. Right. A few other things that need cleaning. Let's do these little trolleys while I can give it a go. Nice. Train entering section. Train exiting section. This is all starting to look a little bit special now. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Right, let's do a little tour. So we've got our garage over here, which now is populated with people. Excuse me, I'll just remove that random piece of plastic that doesn't belong there. We've got people populated there. We've got a train spotter over there. We've got the doctor in the churchyard. We have a man here with a sack and a random wheelbarrow that's just been don't know that over there. You can just about see fireman in there, but for all intents and purposes, I'm just going to call him random shed worker. Coming over here, we've got our plate laying gang, the doctor and the police officer. Got our signalmen in the signal box there, 3 of them. Got our little tableau over here. We got John, the police officer here, postman. I'm assuming he's a postman. I think he looks like a postman. Our 2 Daleks, who will be facing down bin face. Our police officer here, who's coming over to intervene. Random old lady and her corgi. Some bicycles over here. I need to put a couple of people around here, I think. Chocolate machines have gone in. We've got TBC. We've got Dalek over here. Some people doing stuff. Got a newspaper kiosk. Guard over here. Dispatcher over here. Dispatcher over here. Another signaller over here. And yeah, coming together quite nicely, I think. Very nicely indeed. And of course, we've got our farm animals over there and over there as well. I am really very happy with all this. I think it looks pretty spectacular, actually. And there's trains running on it as well. What more could you ask for? Oh. Right. I think I'm going to call it a night there, folks. Because it's getting quite late and I do have work in the morning. So, just subscribe to your channel. Thank you, Josh. Oh, I've just lost half my train. Back we go. Is that Derek I see? Yes, canonically, Derek is the one on the station platform. So, oh. Although, for those of you who've been with the channel for a fairly long time, that's not gone well. 1 second, I'm going to pop round and resolve this. Ah, dum-de-dum, da-da-da-dee. Right, off we go then. No, other way. There you go. Oh, I just realised the front of the Duchess is looking rather grimy. Give her a little clean. It's not a bit shiny. Pride of the fleet, this. There we go. That's looking much better. Right. There we go. Much better. Yes, so what I was saying was, canonically, the... Oh. Why have you gone slippery all of a sudden? Are you not properly on the track? Oh. Losing half my carriages, all going wrong. Total disaster. Right, there we are. Right, now we've rewound everything. Are you a bit happy? Yes, you are. Lovely. Right, yes, so canonically, that is Derek there, because he's on the station. So that is proper Derek. Although, for those of you who've been watching my channel for a while, and remember my very early Dalek videos, Derek, who appears on the layout in the videos, is the one on the right. They're a bit too big for double O gauge, so they're now guarding my router. Because why the hell not? Right. Anyway, yes, sorry. What was I doing? Calling it a night is what I was doing. Have a quick dip into the chat room. Scroll up, catch up with the messages. This is why I didn't want to use the little one. There we go. Got to go. I'll catch you on the next stream. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming. Added chocolate boxes, trees, and people. Just subscribe to your channel. Love your layout. Just subscribe. Thank you. If there was a tea shop, would almost expect to see Monty. Yes, there needs to be a tea shop somewhere. Maybe that goes here. Or somewhere around here. Yes. Or in this corner. Yes, there needs to be a tea shop. And I need to buy a Dalek and paint it green. Well, that absolutely needs to happen now. Right. Looking good. Good. Thought I'd stay a bit more. Nice. I'll dig out the engine shed. Good shed. Maybe a wagon or two and bring to the MB up. That sounds great. Thank you, Vicky. Good job, Matt. Looks great. Thank you. Good night, Matt. Thank you for letting us watch. Thank you. Night Frost, no night, Matt, night all. Thanks for the entertainment. You're very welcome. Well, thank you all for coming. Hope you enjoyed this silly little stream. We're going to switch the shed camera for the goodbye, I've decided. Thanks for coming. Next week we'll either be back in here or if I can get my act together in time, there will be a election special tea time with Matt either on Wednesday or Thursday. Haven't decided yet. Depends how the week pans out. I've got a lot on at the moment. But yes, leave it with me. I'll let you know what's happening. Before we go, just need to do one thing real quick, which is accelerate that up. Right, stop there. Park trains. Turn signals to danger. Stop the traffic. There we go. Turn everything to danger. And then do this. Which, as we all know, means signal box closed. Nice. Anyway, I'm going to turn off the music now because we don't need it anymore. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed this. I've certainly enjoyed myself tonight. This has been a lot of fun. I will be heading off to bed now. And hold on. We've just lost the live feed. There we go. That's better. I can see what I'm doing now. Right. Thanks for coming, everybody. Much love to all of you. Take care. I'll see you again very, very soon indeed. Bye-bye.